Hello?
Hey,
Hey, should
there we
I?
go. There
Wait.
you are.
Okay,
Cool.
should I pull up the PowerPoint? Because I think you said you wanted me to control it or something, right?
Yes, yeah. So go ahead and pull up the PowerPoint, and then I'll kind of walk you through what we're going to do here.
Okay, I don't need the reminder. What do I have going on here? Okay, I don't want all this distraction. Okay, so let me just pull it up. Bum, 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 bum. Hopefully nobody makes noise in the background, but I can't guarantee it.
Beamer and the men friends, huh?
Oh my goodness, yes, they can be very noisy. Okay. Okay, so is this still Zoom?
Yep. Yeah. So you're in there.
So that's great. So
now you see. Go ahead.
How is it that I can do this when you initiated the Zoom? I don't get it. How is it that I'm able to do this?
You mean the first step in creating the meeting?
No,
you have an account on Zoom.
I do.
Right, yeah. You have Zoom already, right?
Yeah.
Downloaded on your computer. Yeah. So basically all you need to do is click on that. And one of the options on there is schedule a meeting. And that's normally what I do. I don't do join a meeting because join a meeting is if it's already been set up. So anyway, You go in and you just click schedule. And then, and what you're using, Cindy, is you don't go into zoom.co. Go into when you downloaded Zoom, it created an app that shows up on your computer. Okay. So click on that one, and then you just go in and schedule, and then it'll automatically kind of say, okay, so this is what we're doing. Yeah. And if for instance, if you're doing it like an interview situation, like I've done some of these, then, what it does is you can then schedule it, and it'll have you open up your Google Calendar, and then you invite somebody. So, from there.
Hey, this is cool. So look at what it does. It has, if I wanted to put notes, I'll do it in the future. I know this one really well, but I can put notes on the PowerPoint, and it will actually show up on here. Yeah. How fantastic is that? Cool. Oh my gosh, cool. That is cool. This is really a powerhouse. It's a powerhouse.
Okay,
Yep.
Yeah. So now, when you want to do your sharing thing, because since I was the one that set up the meeting, you have to share your screen with both of us. Okay. And when you do that, the way you do that is you see that part where it says, basically what you're probably looking at is it has, meeting topic, Dave Redabaugh's personal meeting room, all that stuff. You see all that?
I don't see that. No.
Do you have an option on there to share your screen?
I have all these little icons. Let me see. Pen and laser pointer tools. See all slides, zoom in the slide, black or unblack slideshow, and then there's more slideshow options. Should I click on that? And then I've got display settings, but I have display settings at the top. Let me just see what that says. Duplicate slideshow, swap presenter view, and slideshow.
But there's none that just say share.
I don't see the word share anyway, but let me just look at this other one. Hide presenter view, in show, help screen, black screen, white scene, show taskbar. Nope, I don't have share. No share here, I'm afraid.
That's bizarre. Makes me, because the screen you're describing, I'm like, I know, I'm not sure if I've seen that before. So.
Well, is it maybe swap presenter view and slideshow, or duplicate slideshow?
Try that one. Try that one. Yeah.
Which one? Swap.
Swap. Yeah.
So somebody else has what I just had, because I don't have it anymore, nor do I have the capability of switching it back.
Okay, so let me ask you, when you are on the Zoom meeting, do you have a little icon down at the bottom that shows up that just says Zoom? Like on your taskbar, you know what I mean?
I don't know, because now, you know what I'm looking at? Now I'm just looking at the front page of the PowerPoint, and it won't let me do anything else.
Okay, yeah.
I'm now like just viewing it. I've switched it to you, I guess. So now you got to go back there and say switch it back, I guess. Because right now I don't, like, I wouldn't have that note section or what the next slide is. It's not. I don't have the presenter slide anymore. Wonder if I hit escape. If that would.
Yeah, that'll get you out of it with PowerPoint.
Okay, so let me see. Well, yeah, now it is, let's see. Okay, so, and now I'm back to the next slide where I was before, but I do not have what you're talking about.
Huh. I wonder if I shared mine, if it would show you this thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. No, it won't. Shoot. Oh, yeah, well. Yeah, no, that's not what I wanted. Yes. So now you're seeing my screen. So
I'm not seeing anything. I'm just seeing mine.
Really? Now, do you have two different, you use two screens? With your computer?
Yeah, but I have two, but I don't have the other one on. It hasn't. I never use it. Steve's always confusing me when he gets here, and he's always turning it on because he thinks I should use it, right? But it's just too confusing to me. So should I just get out of this? Because I think I shouldn't have pulled up my PowerPoint. I think that whoever the person is that starts this, I think needs to do it.
Right. Oh, and well, and the thing is with all the other folks, I've been able to have them. The thing is you're not seeing the same screen that I am.
No, I'm seeing a delightful screen though. I love what I'm seeing.
It has all kinds of options on it.
Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. So what do you want me to do?
Was that the one when you clicked on the link? That's where it took you to?
Yeah, I'll unlink this and just get rid of it and start all over again.
Yeah, go back to your link in your email. Yeah.
Okay, I will. I'll start all over again. Let's see. Where are we? Join audio, share screen. Oh, this is the box that says share screen. So maybe I need to click that and then open the PowerPoint.
Yes, absolutely. And what you want to do is on the bottom, there's a spot that says share in the middle of it. But if you put your mouse on there and down at the bottom, there's a little spot.
I see it. Says, green.
Yes, that's the one. You want to hit the little green one.
Okay. So now it says select a window or an application that you want to share. My desktop, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, and it should give you the option looking at what you're looking at with your PowerPoint should show you that. So,
okay.
There you go.
Okay. So
starting screen sharing.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, I was. So when I
see it now.
Well, when I clicked, what happened was I clicked my PowerPoint. And that's what happened because
gotcha. So it opened it up, right?
It opened it up, and so that was basically behind it. Okay, so let me just get this. There we go. Now what I'm hoping is it'll pull up the way it did before because it was wonderful.
Cool.
There it is. Now you see what I saw.
There you go.
So now it has all these new buttons here. Okay, so we are sharing. So, okay, so basically I will start and do this training as soon as you say I can.
So here's what we're going to do is we'll do the little countdown thing and then you start into it. You know how to work. Yeah, you know how to work slideshow part of the bottom. Yeah, so you're good. So
I'm just gonna click on here. I think we're good. It tells me what's next. So I may flub it up and have to start over again. But yeah. But I mean I know this topic really well. I just don't want it to be too long.
Yes, gotcha. Right.
I mean I don't want to be. Well, I don't want to be doing 1-minute videos in the members portal. I would rather, because this is all about, this particular one is about time management, specifically handling procrastination and specifically, okay? Because, and we're going to talk about, the tip is the goal sheet. So these are top tier tips on, what to do. So anyway, I mean, I'll be doing lots and lots of these, and I love the PowerPoint. I mean, if you give me this breakdown, well, I have it, I guess. So I can just use the same one and do others.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Just save it and then do that because I really like it. It's clean. It's not confusing. I just think it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
I like it a lot.
Good.
All right. So basically, when we're doing our trainings, unless you think we need to do it differently, we can just do our own trainings, and we don't need any introduction by anybody else like a webinar.
Yeah, you do. We do our own introduction. This is who I am. This is what our topic is. I mean, just like you did on the videos that you did. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, just tell me when you're ready.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll give it like about a 2 or 3 second delay, and then you launch in.
All right. Hey everybody, Cindy Bishop here with Cindy Bishop Worldwide, and today we're going to be working on a skill tip that I think is really important for anybody in sales, but especially in the real estate business. So our effective time management top tier tip today is going to be procrastination and time efficiency. About 80% of agents' time is basically swindled a day on unnecessary things, on what we call busy work. So let's see if we can't solve this problem and give you a tool that you can work with. There are 5 clutter issues, and clutter is anything, just like if you had a cluttered house or a cluttered trash can, it mucks up your day, it gets in your way. So there's 5 efficiency clutter culprits, and the one we're going to work on today is procrastination. So it will help you get some tools. Don't expect that you are going to get it right away, but work on it every single day, and it will help you a lot. So we're going to introduce you to a friend called Jane, and Jane is a real estate agent just like you. And our friend Jane, well, she's decided that she's a procrastinator. So she wants to figure out what it is she can do to make things better for her business and her family. She's a big procrastinator. She has terrible time efficiency. And now we're going to solve her problem. So let's see what we can do. So this is Jane's plan day. So as you can see here, it's Sunday night and Jane has a busy day tomorrow. So she decides what would be a good idea for her to do as a schedule, making it goal-oriented so that she follows this plan. So as you can see, she's getting up at 6 instead of 6:45. So she's doing certain things that are all good. She's got buyers mixed in there. She's got a contract that's hanging out there. And so all these things that she needs to fit in, plus her family, plus the promises she made, it's all in there. So you can read that. But she definitely has a very busy schedule, as you can see. Now, here's her actual day. She was so worried that she had a sleepless night. She had that contract on her mind. She's working with a seller, but she didn't do anything about it. But it worried her, so she stayed awake. And I'm sure everybody's had that experience. So she jumps out of bed late, very unhealthy breakfast, chaos all morning. She has kids, so they're off to school, but probably off to school late, unfortunately. And so she arrives at the office. Her buyer is waiting patiently. And isn't it a shame that her buyer's thankful that they know her well enough to know that she's always late? That's not a really good thing to have people know, right? So at 10, she's finally on schedule. They're finished looking at homes at 1. Of course, she misses her husband's the appointment she made with him. That's not good either. Another telltale of disorganization and procrastination. So then it goes on to say that Jane and her buyer spend time on the computer. Again, they want to see more houses. So we go on and on down her day to see that she's avoided her seller. She's too busy with the buyer. Somebody wants to give her a referral. There's just too much going on in her life. So you see the issue here. So let's see what else. So Jane's procrastination, consequences, and liabilities. If we look and see what the results are here, her family feels neglected and disappointed. Her morning was rushed and confusing. She looked very unprofessional. Her lunch was missed with her husband. Breakfast and dinner not as planned. No movie night, and she was frazzled and uptight and not sleeping. Her business suffered terribly. Jane was unfamiliar with the contract, so therefore unable to represent her seller properly. He's angry that she wasn't returning his calls. The time frame of the seller's response to the purchaser expired at 9, and now the contract is void. We all know that's a big problem. The seller feels Jane is incompetent, doesn't want to list with her anymore, and maybe she'll end up having legal action against her. So she had so much on her mind, she never called the agent's referral client. So now they took it away. And the last thing, all that rushing around with the buyer, she unfortunately had the rejected offer because she didn't take the time to get a loan, an approval letter, a loan pre-approval letter. So she just missed out on 3 transactions. And this is often the consequences from doing too much, procrastination, being time inefficient. All right, so let's figure out, we've established some issues, we see what we have to resolve, and let's figure out what we could do here. First of all, and I call them the first tier musts. This is what you must have to have a foundational business that is going to work, that's going to keep you out of trouble. The first thing is a master plan with a goal system. The second thing is a CRM. So we recommend Realty Juggler, $99 a year. You can even send emails out from it. And basically any kind of contact management system has to be something you're willing to use 100% of. And Realty Juggler makes it easy. Their help is very, very good. We like them, and we think they're very affordable. Email marketing for consistent touches. Constant Contact, MailChimp. MailChimp connects in with Realty Juggler, so it's like a companion email marketing system, and up to 2,000 contacts. At least that was the last thing I looked at yesterday. It's 2,000 contacts that you can actually have in your system for free. Listening and communication skills. This is the thing that no one learns. You have to be an active listener to build relationships. So communication skills, listening skills, they're critical to the success of your business. Person-to-person contact, events. Having events is a first-tier must. So you need to be a resource to build relationships. Schedule everything. This is going to help control interruptions. It's going to help your time management. It is going to make you more efficient. So schedule everything and learn to say no. So as you can see, I have a few points to remember on here, which I think are very valuable for you to remember. Your master plan, establishing a master plan is important to be consistent with. You can't start it and stop it. It's your GPS for your success. Our master plan has contacts in it, how much you're going to make, what your average transaction value is. So for example, if you were going to sell $350,000 homes, then we would base it on that. It's over a certain period of time, and it establishes how many significant contacts you need to make weekly, which equate to your end goal of how much you're going to make. We utilize a goal sheet. It prioritizes and eliminates, well, what you have to do. It prioritizes what you have to do, but it also eliminates procrastination. So we'll show you what we've come up with over the years next that many top producers use now. In fact, some of them have tweaked it over the years based on their performance. You need a database. Now, that's that Realty Juggler CRM that we just talked about. Your database is your fan club. You need to keep account of those people, and you need to have their name, their email, their snail mail address, which was where they live. It needs to have their phone number. It also needs to have an emotional connection. Maybe they love golf, maybe they love dogs, but you need to always remember that your database is not a cold call list. It's a list of your fan club members. You need to know them, and you need to have every possible way to be able to reach them in different ways. Now you have to establish an excellent follow-up system, which your email marketing and your contact management system will help you do. The contact management system we support, which is Realty Juggler, also acts very much like an email marketing system. It will also send out emails. And so then that in connection with MailChimp or Constant Contact, you have a really good system that you can actually schedule ahead of time to send out emails, to keep in touch with those people that you have on your fan club list. Your monthly impression could be a newsletter. The reason we select a newsletter is we like the fact that it has 4 or 5 things in it that appeal to different people. So if you send them one article, 80% of the people may not be interested in that topic, whereas with a newsletter, you have an array of different selections, different articles on different things, a recipe, whatever it may be, that will generally interest 80% of your database. So that's why we like the newsletters. We feel that when you start out with your new foundational program that I'm talking about here now to make you a better time-efficient, non-procrastinating agent, that you use a free home warranty newsletter. They're good. We like the one from Old Republic. They have a pretty good agent toolkit there. So that's something you might want to look into, and it's free. Expert status. You need a website. A website is your calling card online. It doesn't have to be spectacular. I like WordPress. Wix is a good one simply because it's easy to use. But the most important thing about your website for action is a resource blog. Whether you're putting articles in there, blog posts in there from other people that you like, or you are putting in articles you're writing, it doesn't matter as long as you're appearing to be a resource. Having just a website isn't enough. You've got to bring it alive. You've got to show that you have value, and that's when people will trust you more, giving them value. Organize and delegate. You need to set up your office so it suits your style. If piles of things make sense to you, that's fine. If you need to have everything put away and in a folder, or everything needs to be on your computer, that's fine too, but you need to figure that out. Anything that goes against what you can work within will actually affect your progress every single day. You will procrastinate more, and you will not have time efficiency, and you'll fit into that 80% of the day that will not end up getting, you'll not get anything done. 80% of your day will be wasted. So a statistic that I like, 10 to 12 minutes invested in planning your day, 10 to 12 minutes a day. Now think about that for a minute. Will save you at least 2 hours of wasted time and effort throughout the day. That came from Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy. I recommend you read that book. Pretty good one. Here's our goal sheet. This is an originally created goal sheet that we found over the years of coaching agents that really worked well. To eliminate procrastination, what we do is we have 5 to 6 goals. We have 2 of these. This one is the one with 5 goals. And what we do is we establish on 5 goals, we have 3 business goals and 2 personal goals. If somebody wants 6 goals, and that's for the week. So for example, number 1 might be database management. What does that mean? Well, in business to-dos, we might have the database needs to be massaged. So the first line item might be database, name, email, snail mail, phone number, and 1 emotional item like golfing or loving dogs into the contact management system. So that first thing ties in under business to-dos with goal number 1, which is database management. Maybe the second item under business to-dos would be 25 new emails into the database that week, or 10 that week, or 5 that week. So that is directly in proportion to the number 1 goal, which is database management. So your goals have to-dos, whether they're business or personal, and every one of those to-dos have to match during the week, because we like this done by the week, with a goal that's at the top. That way, you're not being inefficient. You say no when you need to, and you don't procrastinate. You get the things done that relate to the goals that you set for the week. Now, those appointments at the bottom, we use those after we've worked with somebody for a little while, but what you can do, so you know our little secret, is appointments and events. Every week, you should schedule appointments and events. So let's say you want to have 1 listing and 1 buyer. Well, you need to force yourself into having on your to-do list, meeting a goal. Maybe one of your goals is getting 1 listing. I'm going to get 1 listing this week. Well, maybe under your business to-dos, it's to call 50 people in your database and tell them some item of value, which is going to trigger the 200 people they each know so that they can refer you to people. And you don't know when it's going to happen, but it will happen. So maybe a personal to-do that would correspond with that one listing achievement for the week would be to do some of your hobbies. Go bowling, go running with the girls in the neighborhood, or go golfing with the guys. Whatever it is, that's a personal to-do, but it also goes back to that valuable goal of getting a listing. So you've got to plan your work and work your plan in order to be successful. Now, Jane, of course, used our goal sheet. And so Jane has definitely improved. Now, where is Jane? She gets up early. She gets ready for work. She gets the kids off to school on time, arrives in the office, gets all kinds of things done, and also has realized that she needs to work with another agent so that she can have time off and be efficient. So you can read through this, but it's just very humbling what Jane did in her success of using a goal sheet. Now, here are some statistics to remember. I find these statistics very helpful. My favorite on this page is probably businesses that use marketing automation to nurture prospects experience a 451% increase in qualified leads. So I mentioned before, MailChimp, Realty Juggler, which is the CRM, whether you use that or Constant Contact, it's all marketing automation. Now, the next thing is a few more statistics for you that you can look over. And that's it. So I'm really glad you stopped by to learn our time efficiency tip and to get a handle on procrastination. Have a super, super day.
Very good.
I felt like I was doing a run-on sentence. But do you think somebody would be able to follow what I said, or at least they'll listen to it over and over again and make sense out of that? Because I try to go slower. See, when I get up on stage, basically, I'm not all over the place, but it's more animated. When you're here, you're following that, and you're hoping that the ADHD learner can follow that training, and then they can reference it and go back. That's why I referenced it back a little bit. We just went over that. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. Yep. And you're exactly right, Cindy. That's exactly what you have to do. The other thing that I really appreciated, because I'll tell you what, and I learned this lesson when I did it with David Testa. David is a good presenter.
Yeah,
but
he is.
When he pulled up his PowerPoint, though, he was reading it. And we
they can read it themselves.
Yeah, and I stopped him. I said, "Wait a second, Dave. We're going to do this over again." And I said, "You know this stuff, right?" "Yeah." I said, "Have you done this presentation before?" "Oh yeah, many times." "Okay, then don't read it. Do not read it. What I want you to do is, in fact, if you need to walk away from your computer, just know you can move the slides when you need to. But turn your head and do the presentation, and it was so much better. You would not believe what a difference it made.
Yeah.
His inflection and his personality and all that stuff.
All that stuff.
You can do this. All you have to do is be right. Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Anyway, No, you keep them engaged. You use lots of inflection, and I thought it was really
okay, good. Well, we're going to do so many of these. As long as they're getting value out of it, and it's not me going, or not. Right. Yeah, that's why I read this over quite a few times, and I'm going to keep doing these. But basically, that's all the time we need to do it, and I think I'll get it pretty much right the first time, and then I'm just going to keep making these because this is going to be under time management on my page, so I'm going to do quite a few in this way. Yep. This will be the goal sheet.
Here's two things that I would throw at you that, well, actually just one, really, the most important one, that I would say you probably want to add to it, and that's a call to action. You need to tell them what they should do with this information. Here's what you do with this information. By the way, we're going to provide a link, because I know this is going to be on the membership portal.
This is a membership portal.
So it should have a link. Right. So it's going to have a link associated. But I'd go ahead and tell them, look, there's, like you said, ADHD. This slide presentation has a link to it. You can click and download it here to take your notes and get more details out of some of the statistics that I shared with you. And then, then one other thing that you can use to kind of, let them know, look, this is why we're doing this stuff, and that kind of thing. But yeah, I would say that would be the only thing that was missing.
Oh, well, I can do, yeah. And what I'm going to do though, under each video, what I'm going to do is right underneath it, there'll be a little button, and it will say, click here to download PowerPoint. The next thing will be, click here to download goal sheet. So,
yeah, there you go.
Okay,
yes,
so it's really idiot-proof. You know what I mean? So that's the way I'm doing it, and I think it'll be really, really good as far as that goes.
Oh, that's powerful. Oh, yeah. See, I can do the same thing. I can do like a checklist for profile. This is how you write a profile kind of thing. Yeah, so, yeah.
That's great. That's great.
So, yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
Cool.
So yeah, and then the pages don't have to look exactly alike, but I'm going to keep them formatted in a way that's clean. Because one thing that I have, Wix, depending on what you use, I'm sure there's many more choices than what I've, what we've done on that website. But there's all kinds of things I can do. WordPress, I can do all kinds of columns and all kinds. I mean, you get yourself wrapped around a circle and get yourself confused. I mean, I'm glad I have Travis, I'm telling you, because I get myself, and then he won't tell me how to do anything. He makes me think.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I do the tutorials and all that stuff. Yeah, it is. But that's why I can do so much. So,
Wow. No, that's great.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
Great. So this is and again, if you need, I'm going to go ahead and schedule, I'll probably go ahead and get 2 or 3 more done and schedule them where we can I know I can do them, but knowing that you're spending these 10 minutes or 15 minutes with me, I'm doing it better than I would if I didn't have anybody. And I'll do the same thing for you, because what you and I are going to hear things that I'm not going to hear by myself.
That's true.
Okay?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, so that's what I'll do. I'm going to why don't you get 3 done? I'll get 3 done, and let's get them recorded by next week.
Okay, cool.
Like by the end of the week, let's get them recorded. And then, because we need to start seeing progress. Now, you know anything about WordPress?
Very little. Yeah, I've had a couple of WordPress sites that and the menu is so completely different than what I'm used to.
It is. Well, WordPress, depending on the theme, you can really get a pickle, okay? But see, I got de-picklified, okay? So mine is much simpler. I have an editor, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you want to join me to start watching me unfold this so you can see it visually. Okay.
Yeah.
Because you're really good at the visual. So I want to make sure, and then, so what we'll start doing is just pick one page. If you're going to start with profiles, great. Let's do profiles and try to get as much done. Because remember, I'd like to have, we either need to have more pages and maybe 5 things on each, or maybe some things will have 10 things. But what we need to do is it's nice if we had 10, and some of them are just choices. Checklist. Okay, Facebook, how to install a Facebook company page. Okay, here's the checklist, step by step by step by step. But why not do that on a PowerPoint too with a recording?
Right, yeah, exactly. Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
And then I have the button underneath it to download checklist to go with video. And then underneath it, whatever things there might be. So that you got to be thinking about, well, how am I going to make it simple for them? The simplest thing is to have this video, and then anything you want to teach them should be in a video. Anything that's something that they download should be supporting that video. So let's say you want to give them some examples. Well, I might have a button that says examples of profiles.
Wow.
See?
Right.
And there's this one video, okay, but then there's these 3 buttons. And then, but then we have to do that for everything that's on there, pretty much, so that it's clean.
Wow.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Or you can do little short PowerPoints. You can do a PowerPoint, say what you have to say, 5 minutes, and then there's just one download, just like copywriting one, just one download that's for that ends up being for them to print it out and take notes. And then we could even do a little bonus section in there, and where there's examples of profiles, just like Copywriting 901. Now I have the software for that, but we're not going to do that in the membership portal. We're going to use Copywriting 901 is going to be done on our online classes that people pay for individually.
Okay, right. No, that makes sense. So,
yeah, because that basically needs a. Well, I'm trying to think. Did Travis tell me I could use that without a separate URL? I can't remember what he told me. But we don't need to make the membership portal that complicated, okay? Those are for, when we get used to that, I just think that's too much for us. I think we need to just right now get these member pages filled out. And the pages are just like my regular Cindy Bishop training site. It just depends on how I format it, okay? It just depends on how I format it. So, but we need to start getting some content so I can do that. Rebecca's doing thumbnails for all those goal sheets and time management sheets and life skills. Remember those downloads? She's doing thumbnails for all that because I showed her how to get in there. Okay. Yeah, because if you go to cindybishopworldwide.org, you can look at the member site. It's not closed. Because nobody knows about it. Okay. So right now we can look at it. Eventually you won't be able to, because there'll be a sign-in on every page.
Wow, gotcha.
It'll be all closed. You won't be able to do that. So anyway, but in fact, I got to get on the phone with Travis, and he has to tell me how to do that because I don't know. So anyway, so very good. So we're I'm still talking to you, and Zoom seems to have gone away. Oh no, it isn't. It's at the top. Okay.
It's still going.
All right. So what's our next deadline, Dave? Now this time you have to have deadlines with me, because I'm going to listen to you and you're going to listen to me, because you're going to teach me how to use Zoom so I can do more of these.
Right. Okay. Cool. Let's see here. Where's my phone? My schedule. If we have some by, I don't know, I guess if we can get a couple done by next week, right?
Right. Definitely. We need to do this every single week or we're never going to get done. We have 2 months.
Right.
So I figure I need to have 3 done.
I think that's probably realistic.
Well, and the thing is, with your videos, remember this, if you're doing, you could even do a series on the same topic. You know what I mean? So, you know, you can do it any way you want. Your page is yours, as long as they understand it.
Right. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm going to do 3 like I just did. I'm going to do 3 like I just did. Okay.
Okay. All right. That sounds good.
Remember, we need 100 hours of content. 100 hours.
You know, let me ask and I know when you say 100 hours, I'm not sure, how do you calculate that? I mean, a 2,000 word special report is worth how many hours?
Well, a 2,000 word special report might take you, how long does it take you to read it?
I don't know. I'm not sure how long that would take.
Let's say it takes you 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's how I figure it out. You might want to do some longer videos. Yeah.
Wow. So let me ask you, the video that I sent you, we can put that in there, right? The one on Google My Business.
What video did you send me?
The one, remember you were looking at it the other day, the link to the video that I sent you it's called on Google My Business.
Oh, no, I don't remember. Boy, I'm getting old. Too much on my plate. And did I look at it, or did I just see it that it was a video?
I think you saw it. It was a video, and you started to open it, and then we clicked out of it. But it was when we were on the Join Me meeting.
Oh, okay. Well, it was just a brief thing. That's why I don't remember it. But yeah, that kind of stuff can go in there. And Google, it'll be on the Google page.
It's like about because it's like about 19 minutes long.
Good.
Because you might want to. Information, right. So yeah.
Well, like on profile, like you can do that as long as they understand your PowerPoint, and as long as you've got the step-by-step steps. See, a lot of people's PowerPoints are 1 word on a page. What's up with that? Right. So if we do a better, clear explanation on our PowerPoint, and then we have the download there for them to download the PowerPoint, I think that's going to be great. And these are things we don't have classes for, really. So, and even if we do, they don't walk away. This is stuff that they can look at over and over and over again. So I think that, yeah, but that's how we get to 100 hours.
Wow. Okay. All right. So
we have quite a challenge on our hands. Yes. So, will we launch it with 75? Maybe. Let's see how good we filled it up,
Right. Okay.
But now Rebecca's going to do, remember, she's going to do a blogging page, and I can hire her people to do a couple of things. What I don't want is just to put filler stuff in there, okay? I don't want it. Now, I have them doing Pinterest, and I told them what I wanted. Pinterest,
Instagram, right?
Instagram, and what was the other one I told them? Snapshot, whatever it is. Yeah. So, because she's got a bunch of geeky people running around there. So, and then I've got now video development. That's where maybe you guys are going to have a combined page, because Mark is willing to help us. He's also willing to donate one of his books, So, we'll have to figure out what you're going to do on that, because like that video class we did with the scripting, I mean, that is really important that page be done. I mean, they all need to be done well, but that could take a lot of time, that whole page. So we may want to, so anyway, we may want to do that. And I don't want a conflict between the two of you though. See, YouTube, he's a YouTube expert. So maybe instead of him doing any video stuff, maybe he can do a YouTube page. You know what I mean? Or I'll figure it out. It's just that you and I can't do this completely by ourselves. It is just too much stuff. So, but I think you'll find that if we start doing like 3 videos a week each, and you get them to where they're ready to go, and I start loading them up, and then I take the PowerPoint and I turn it into a PDF, and then I put the download in there, I think we'll start seeing this fill up pretty quick. I mean, we should have been doing this 3 months ago, and I know that.
Right. Yeah.
So what day is good for you next week?
Right now, probably it looks like Tuesday in the morning, and that's Thursday too. I could do.
Okay, Thursday. See, next door. Let's see what's going on here. We've got Jim. She's handling that. I'm not handling anything. This is great. Dave Testa's going to be there. And then, okay, so Thursday's good for me because I've got everything covered. So Dave R, 3 videos. And then now I have the format for the videos. So I'll go ahead and use that, okay? The only thing I might do is switch out that picture. Not have the same picture every single time. I have pictures, I have some really good ones on my camera. I didn't even realize it. So I'll download them and get some of those, see which ones will work. So what time? You got 3 and I got 3, so.
Yeah, let's do morning.
Okay, your choice.
10 o'clock, okay.
10 a.m.
Yeah, 10, okay.
Okay, I got it. And then, and then it doesn't matter. So maybe this time, well, we'll do it both ways. I'll set up a Zoom meeting. First, you'll set up, there's a good training for you. Another good training. How to talk to people in your office. Skype, Zoom, whatever services are free. You can do trainings on that. A lot of people don't know how to do that.
That's true.
They can also do Zoom and build their resource library by having trainings for people. You know what I mean? That would be an excellent thing for you to have a page on. It doesn't have to have 10 things, but I'm just saying there's another good thing. So, all right. Excellent.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. All
Thanks,
right, Cindy.
Dave. See ya.
You betcha.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.